My name, as you have heard, is Peter Kasser, a typical Swiss name. In English, the meaning is cheesemaker, but actually I'm working in the watch business. You know, Switzerland, it's either banks, it's cheese, or it's watches, or maybe chocolate at the end of the day. I'm very happy to be with you here in Warsaw today. I've heard a lot of very positive and good things about the Zegarki Club, and I'm very happy that it worked this year, that our brand, Karl F. Bucherer, gets for the first time the opportunity to make a presentation here with you. After the presentation, I invite you to visit our collection. We brought all our masterpieces to Warsaw because we believe on one side, hearing and listening, this is one part of the interest, but to feel and to touch watches, this is even as important as the basic knowledge. Karl F. Bucherer is quite a difficult name to pronounce, I know, but I cannot change it. It stands for the founder of the company, Karl Friedrich Bucherer, who started his jewelry business in Lucerne in the central part of Switzerland. And I will use now the time to make you more familiar with the brand name, which is known in many parts of the world, but not that well known in Poland yet. And that's why we are here. I make a small presentation on the company and the brand itself. Then I show you where we are present, what we are doing. And then last but not least, and I think this is the key idea today, I will show you our key products of Karl F. Bucherer. Starting with the presentation. This is Mr. Jörg Bucherer. He is a member of the Bucherer family in the third generation. And what we are very proud of is that despite of his age, he's still very active every day in the company, making sure that people like me are doing the right job. Our company was founded in 1888. It's last year we had the 125th year anniversary. And in the meantime, our company does not only offer watches through a retail chain, we have basically two different profit centers. On one side, a retail chain with 45 shops in Europe, mainly in Switzerland, in Austria, in Germany, and in France. And then on the other side, and that's why I'm here for, we have our own watch brand, the Karl F. Bucherer brand, which is named by the founder of the company. A luxury watch brand today is only a luxury brand if the know-how for a known watch manufacturer movement is inside the company. Having said this, Mr. Bucherer in the beginning of this century bought a movement factory in Zegaro, which is 100% owned by us now. And you see this on your left side here. That's the place where we are designing, developing, and producing the Karl F. Bucherer manufacturer movements. In Lucerne, in our headquarters, we have the marketing and we have the product development. That's where the brain for new technologies is, for new functionality is, and where we put together also the ideas what kind of production we are going to start. The production itself is in a second factory which is owned by our company. It's in Lengnau, small village near Biel, in the middle of the watchmaking area. And last but not least, what you see on your right side is then the retailing, the selling of the products, which allows us to gain experience in our own shops, experience which we can use afterwards in different countries, such like Poland with our partner Ubitom, to understand their challenges in their daily work. Our success in the last 126 years is based on 4 pillars. On one side, the legacy of the company, family-owned, independent, not in relation to any other big watch groups. This has the unique situation that we can make our decisions ourselves and act the way we want and not the way other people influence us to work. The second part of our success is certainly the watchmaking craftsmanship. It took us 8 years to develop our own manufacturer movement, the caliber A1000, which I will present to you in a few minutes. And based on this first movement, we have already 5 different varieties of in-house movements, and we are continuously working in this respect to be also on the movement side more and more independent. The jewelry making skills, this you will see especially in our ladies collection. I just had the chance to talk to 2 ladies and to present them our jewelry pieces, and they are unique as well in the scene of watches. Last but not least, the design and the quality. All our products are Swiss made, top quality, top materials, always taking care of all the little details which make the difference between an ordinary and a special watch. I heard it when I was presented that we have some funny names in our collection. Yes, they are interesting names. They all come from the Greek language. They all have its own meanings. We have at the moment in our collection 5 different product families. We might add 1 or 2 more, but not for the time being. We want to keep our collection small, accurate, and clean. Just according to the message, less is more. The family on top left is Patravi, the technical, the sporty family. Then we have Monero, more classical cases, but very interesting and modern functions inside. The real traditional Adamavi is a smaller size watch, less than 40 millimeters in diameter. And then we have 2 luxurious ladies lines, one called Alacria and one called the modern classic Pathos. I will come back in detail to these 5 families under the product. So you see the sporty Patravi today makes 40% of our business, the Monero 25, Adamavi 20, and the ladies line 15%. You don't find the Pathos here because it just was launched in December last year. It will come up and shown this year in our figures. But it shows at the same time that we want to increase the shares of our ladies' watches, which is still not enough, should be more than the 35% of our annual production and annual sales. Here you see that Karl F. Bucherer is an interesting brand all over the world. 40% of our products today are being sold to Asian markets, with the central market of China, of course. Then 20% are sold in Central, South and North America, 30% in Europe. And in Europe, we believe that we have still a huge growing potential, and this is also the reason why we are here. Then last but not least, in the Middle East, we sell 10% of our products. It's always the question, what is a big company, what is a small company? I think with 20,000 timepieces produced and sold every year, we are, for the small companies, relatively big, for the big companies, relatively small, but we are happy with the situation where we are. We are worldwide present. We have 150 persons working for the watch business in our company, and we have 9 subsidiaries all over the world where we work today in sales with our own staff. And this is shown here on this chart. All what is marked in red are countries where we are active. And you see all the red names here. These are the locations where we have our own people on board. And I'm very happy that Poland now is since more than 1 year also on our charts. You see here the 3 point of sales we have already: Warsaw, Krakow, and then Katowice. And we will be in Warsaw, especially available in the second shop at the end of this year. Mokotów is already open with Jubitom, and in Arcadia we will also be present soon with a nice shop-in-shop concept of the brand. The next step for next year is then to further develop the brand towards north, towards Poznan and Gdansk, in order to cover the entire country of Poland with our products. The product is the hero, and now this part of the presentation is most probably the most interesting part for you, but I just was of the opinion that I should show you and present you a few words of the company as such before going into the product. That's the key of success, where I started my presentation a few minutes ago. It's the Karl F. Bucherer manufacturer movement, 30 millimeters in diameter, relatively high with 4.3 meters, good power reserve of 55 hours, and a very special rotor here on the periphery. I will show you now a quick movie on this movement, because that's much more interesting than the explanation.
A movement for a new age. The automatic CFB A1000 caliber from Karl F. Bucherer. The engineers at Karl F. Bucherer worked on it for the past 3 years, and the result of their labors is a watch movement of an exceptional construction. The CFB A1000 caliber is the expression of a philosophy that will define a new age in watchmaking. The CFB A1000 caliber is equipped with a peripheral rotor, which runs around the edge of the movement and will revolutionize the automatic watch. The new dynamic shock absorption system, DSA, protects the rotor against impacts. The roller, ball bearing units are mounted on rocking bars, which are precisely positioned by springs. The setting of these rocking bars takes place through a cam. The bidirectional self-winding system made possible by two clutch wheels with eccentric clamp rollers, guarantees a highly efficient power transmission. Energy-efficient gearing, also for the hand-winding transmission, by the double-crown wheel and eccentric clamp rollers. Precision adjustment via a central control element, CDAS, Central Dual Adjusting System. The balance and escapement require adjustment only once. The system is subsequently secured in position to protect it against shocks. Carl F. Bucherer, a reference in fine Swiss watchmaking.
Everything looks so easy once a movement is ready to go, ready for production, but it took us 8 years of investment, of time, of brain in order to be at this stage where we are today with this great movement. These are the different versions of our caliber A1000, which I show you here very technically, and here integrated into our watches. The Patravi Day Date was the #1 with our manufacturer movement. Then the same model with the power reserve, the smaller version, the big date, the calendar, and the power reserve. All of them, by the way, are here in the exhibition. Patravi, this is now the more detailed explanation of our collection. As I said, this is our sporty line. The watches are relatively heavy, bulky, strong. The designs are very characteristic. You can recognize them immediately on the wrist of a person, and we have some very special features within this family. Here you see the best sellers. I start on the left, on your left side, with the Evotech. This was the first watch where the caliber A1000 was integrated. What is interesting to see here as well is the big date here on top. This is one of the DNA of Carl F. Bucherer watch brand as well. We started with the first big date, readable date in 1948, much earlier than many brands who pretend to be the inventors of this date innovation. Then you have the power reserve here on this side. What is interesting to see is that all these watches, they have not only screwed crown, but also a real crown protection in order to make sure that the waterproofness is guaranteed and that no hit can influence the crown. Then we have the travel tech. This is an interesting timepiece, especially for people traveling a lot between different continents. It's a GMT automatic travel tech where you can fix 3 time zones. One with the regular hands, one with this red hand. It's not so clearly visible here, but I can show you this in the exhibition afterwards. And then there's a third time zone, which is regulated by this button here on the outside ring of the dial. And when you regulate here the third time zone, there is a window here on the side where you also can see the mechanism, how it works when you turn the watch eastwards by 3 and you add 2 or 3 hours, or you turn the watch westwards to the other side. Then we have the calendar. Again here, the A1000 movement is integrated. You see big date again, date of the week, then the 52 weeks of the year. Same features with the crown protection as I mentioned before. Then we have a new leader here in the Patravi line. This is the Scuba Tech, which is also shown here on the side. It's a watch that is waterproof to 500 meters. Crown protection here. Then obviously for the divers, the turning ring. The turning ring is done with liquid ceramic, which is polished on one side in black color, and then here this part, this is a special blue color we developed for our Patravi Scuba Tech. It's the blue color of the city of Lucerne. This should also reflect a bit our heritage, our home city. Oh, sorry. Oh, I was too fast. Then we have the next models here, the chrono date, annual chrono, with the chrono functions here on the side, available in 18 karat gold. By the way, everything you see on our charts in yellow is either yellow gold or a red gold. We don't use any gold plating. Then we have 2 automatic versions, which are very much in fashion now with stainless steel and red gold combinations. And then a traditional tonneau version with the Patravi T-Graph. This diver watch is not only 500-meter waterproof, it also has an automatic helium wave in order to balance out the pressure when people are diving down to 500 meters. Personally, I didn't test this helium wave yet. I'm not a diver. But what is also interesting in connection with our Patravi Scuba Tech is that we are working here together with Manta Trust, an investigation and research company on the manta fish. And we have installed 2 satellite receivers on 2 manta fish, which are swimming now somewhere in the ocean between New York and Tokyo. And we will get some pictures and research results by the end of October this year, which will certainly be interesting in terms of lifetime animal life in the deep sea. The reason why we are doing this is, on one side, we want to show to our customers that we are not only commercially thinking people at Karl F. Bucherer, that we also want to do something actively to better understand and know the the earth, the animals, how they live in their life. The second product line, which is a strong pillar of our company, is the Monero line. You see it on this picture, the casing, the design of the watches is a very traditional design. In this family, contrary to the first presentation of Patravi, the casing has to be neutral, and the focus here is done on the different functionalities. The hero of the Monero line is the tourbillon. This is a piece which we launched last year for the first time in Basel, a piece which was very appreciated by the markets and where we sell substantial units already. Here also a little movie. And here now the products a little bit more in detail. On the left side again from you, it's the Monero Power Reserve. That's the best sold product in this line. It's for the first time a product we equipped also with the caliber A1000. Due to capacity problems on the movement side, we were unfortunately only able to launch this product last year. Again, the characteristics of the brand with the big date, day of the week, power reserve indication. Then the tourbillon here, tourbillon, a hand wind product with the masterpiece in here. The tourbillon, which we do not produce ourselves. It's it's produced and bought from a supplier from Audemars Piguet company, which is owned today by Audemars Piguet, again with the power reserve here, 70 hours. Then the Monero Chrono Perpetual in different versions available here with the black dial. Unfortunately here the moon phase is not so clearly visible, but we have another product in the exhibition with the white dial where you can see this much better. And last but not least, a combination of gold and diamond ring with the Monero, the retrograde. Then in the functionalities we have a moon phase, we have a central chrono indication, and then the standard versions or the starting price points in stainless steel without any additional functions. Central chrono again, and then the starting price points in steel and in gold. The next line is the Adamavi line. Now we are in the more conservative part of the collection. As I mentioned in the beginning, here the diameters are going up to 38 millimeters. These are elegant pieces, timeless pieces, with very clear and readable dials, no functionalities in this line. Also here just a few pictures of different variations. And now we come to the first real ladies watch. You know with your expertise how many watch brands are doing ladies watches. They develop on the computer nice gents watches. Then one day somebody remembers that we need also a ladies size, and then just the sizes are reduced on the computers. In the case of Karl F. Bucherer, this is different due to the fact that we have this high jewelry competence in our company. We have designed 2 ladies watches with a clear briefing of doing a ladies piece and not a small gents piece. Here you have an example from the Alacria collection. We call this our luxury classic watches. Sophisticated designs, precious materials play an important role here. And you see that we have some competence in jewelry making from the early days. And this spirit of the jewelry making, this is still remaining in the company, and this will also stay in our company. The big star is on your left side. We call it the Alacria Swan. It's a piece made of white gold on the bracelet, on the dial, on the case, with 1,330 diamonds. I didn't count them myself, but I was told they were individually set, and the figures are correct. We have then also more commercial pieces, of course, made in stainless steel, combination with diamonds, or in combination with diamonds and red gold, or purely gold, yellow gold variations. The other ladies line is the classic Pathos line, a round-shaped watch, which was launched in December last year with a lot of success. What is special is here this part of the case. This is a golden net, which is outside of the watch case. Underneath there is a ceramic ring, at the moment in white color, and this will give us the possibility to play a lot with colors in the future by just exchanging this ceramic ring here under the net. And you will certainly agree with me, it's a very feminine, it's a nice evening and ladies product. Here you see the different variations. Again, combinations in steel gold diamonds. Here also a little movie.
We know your company very much, so really good. Nordic Life very well known. Thank you.
Our partnership with FC Barcelona is truly very exciting. The passion, it's about precision, it's about quality.